I hope they play somebody not as good as Troy. I don't know. Goodness, Troy. But,
I don't
uh,
know. I don't know what you got to do to see this guy kick, but I mean, I guess we're not going to see it, so it is what it is. So. Anyway, I guess we should probably talk about this damn team we're playing. Uh, the
South Carolina.
Gamecocks, huh?
If you're doing your part, like all of us, we're all eating chicken this week a lot. Just eating the hell of some bird.
I've had some chicken. I had chicken tonight in my burrito. Had a chicken burrito. Had a chicken sandwich. A weird fucking chicken sandwich. You had one too from fucking Burger King, and they like take it and dip it in some, I don't know, oil or something. It's like a
What?
cross
I mean,
between a Nashville. It's like a KFC
yeah,
Nashville hot. It's like a cross between that and the Popeye chicken sandwich. It's not quite right.
yeah.
It ain't
I was,
bad.
it's some kind of like, it's definitely like that. Some Nashville hot like chicken type, but they don't brand it as that. But
Mm-mm.
also to me, when I first was having it, it was like, man, it's kind of like some kind of like jerk chicken type. It was pretty nice. I liked it, but it was just different from Burger King than expected. But anyways,
Yeah.
I had Popeyes the other day. Oh my goodness, I'm probably just gonna have to, maybe chicken wings at 10:30 in the morning before this 11 a.m. game.
Well, I had it, and I thought it was pretty good. So,
Oh yeah.
it wasn't bad. Well,
All right.
what was the deal? There's a storyline with the quarterback, with Spencer Rattler, where what? You were texting me about that growing up in Polk County or some shit. And
Man, I don't know what county. Polk County.
his
Yeah,
uncle
Polk.
was
No,
his
his
uncle was
dad.
big.
His dad was
Oh,
a big hog. His dad was a big hog fan or whatever. And Spencer grew up a hog fan.
Conway,
Watching.
right?
Yeah, I think so. Watching Darren McFadden and those teams and Petrino teams and all those. And I don't know. I mean, just like 5-star quarterback, man, didn't even like Morris or Beal Morris didn't even like look at him, didn't even offer him.
No
You know
offer.
what I mean? Whether he's just like, great, but it's just like, dang, dude,
They did the same thing to Ryan Mallett. Like, at least get him up there and let him compete. They wanted to be at the school. That's the thing that is weird about it is they were great quarterbacks in high school and wanted to be at the college. Let them
Yeah,
give them a shot.
Mallet with D-Mac, man.
Could you imagine
And
that?
Mallet was good. I remember watching because that wasn't like a known thing. It wasn't like it was just like after the fact. Oh, Mallet could have been a hog. It was at the time too. It's like who do you take? Is like Mallet wants to be a hog, and he comes in freshman
Mm-hmm.
year, and I watched him like running for Michigan. You know what I mean? They had like an older guy starting quarterback, but he like contributed like some big wins that year for him. It's like, but him with D-Mac. Just escape all the drama. It was because these bullshit fans. It's hopefully none of those guys are listening to this podcast, Chad. But it's the
I
fans
hope
that
they
were
are.
flying down about Houston Nutt, pressuring him. All right, dude. But did you not like at least fans? Did you not see what he had with D Mac his freshman year? Give him that year. What's going to happen? Not pressure. Malzahn. What the hell, man? He felt pressure because you know what I mean. And should have just let him do it. Guess what? We would have had Mallet. Let Malzahn or not Malzahn. Must whatever that guy.
Mitch Mustang.
You know.
He
D
came in and
Mac was
fucked the whole
hot.
program up. Fucked up the entire program that Houston Nutt was building. Should have just fucking
Yeah,
went USC to begin with. We should have took fucking Mallet. You know, whatever of the Springdale Five wanted to come could have come, and the rest could have went and did what they wanted to do, whatever the hell they wanted to do. Because that's what wound up happening. And the only thing he really did is just drug a good coach in the damn mud for no good reason.
proven that I mean could have been had better 2006 and 7 season. It's your fault, fans. Look what happened.
Whew.
Anyway, I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
We was talking about that old
The
boy being a
Rattler,
fan, Rasner,
right?
huge Arkansas fan. He probably
Well, I'm just
he didn't get a you know he didn't get didn't get a look. It was the thing, right? He didn't get a look. I don't remember getting any kind of look at all, honestly.
I mean Like he's no offer. Like, dude, like if he's gonna be like a 5 star, they don't just like there's not a whole bunch of those.
Mm-hmm.
And then like no matter what, take your chance on him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like shit, just like please, hey, come here. It's like, oh my gosh, dude. His freshman year, threw for 3,000 yards, 28 touchdowns
Yeah.
before he was benched last year. So he has some talent. You know that. Last week he did not look good.
He's
But
short, and he's small. He's short, and he's you know not very big. 6'1", 215 pounds. Probably getting knocked around a whole lot. You know what I'm saying?
just watching like some highlights. Probably watched like a 15-minute like recap of their game against Georgia State. Well, I watched the last part of it on like multicast when I knew what was going on with it, but like I missed what happened, so I watched some highlights and Rattler was just pressured a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Running for his life,
running for his life, and he'll throw like he
and
had
he's
two.
good at throwing like that.
Yeah, he is good at that. But one of the actually he threw two terrible interceptions that saw, man.
Yeah.
But like one was in the pocket and one was he was rolling out. But one like it was just like an 8 yard wide receiver comeback. This guy was open. And he like overthrew him by a couple feet, man, just for an interception. Just like I mean, he was open. It wasn't like just like dude, just you got to do that in the SEC, make that throw.
That's the kind of stuff
And
we
then,
have to take advantage of. You know,
yeah,
that's the kind of
and
stuff we
they
got to take advantage of.
And they were up 12. They were up 12 against Georgia State, man. Fourth quarter, and he was trying to force a big play.
Mm-hmm.
Had an open receiver, like just like or running back out of the backfield, like 5 or something yards ahead of him, had some ground to gain, and he just tried to force it to make a big play. And it wasn't like they were down, they were
Mm-hmm.
up. So this kind of could be a game. I want to see us. Uh, I'd like to see us do what we did to Corral a couple years ago with 6 interceptions. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of pressure against him, unless he just plays the game of his life because what we just said. Like, can you
Well,
imagine if
here,
you were a fan, man, like, or your son was just like, man, I would have gone to Arkansas and they don't offer me, and just fired up, just like, I'll prove you wrong.
yeah, his dad probably told him, to do the right thing. You're never ever gonna have the opportunity to help the Razorbacks as a fan as much as you're gonna have as quarterbacking the other team. And you just go out there and do the right thing, son, and win them all for the rest of the year. That's what I'd say. And I think my son would know what I was saying at that point. Um, I don't know, man. I mean, look, he's their best player. He's the guy that we got to worry about. And then you got the receiver, Laggett out there that's really good, and those two are the ones you really got to worry about. They're the connection that you want to stop. And then they do got 3 guys in the backfield, but they're small, undersized, and they're not producing as much as they should.
Yeah, and it seemed that first they averaged 2.5 yards a carry against Georgia State, man.
Mm-hmm.
Against Georgia State, 2.5 yards a carry. Um, Trying to think, yeah, Brooks or Rattler was looking for. He really didn't complete a lot of passes, but Brooks was another one of his big targets.
Mm-hmm.
This guy Brooks, he like, but who knows if he's gonna like stay as his main target because he only had looking up his stats like, oh, this guy's probably been pretty good as other years, and he's had like 100 yards every year, and then all
Mm-hmm.
of a sudden he's main target's like, well, okay, well maybe not, just for that game.
That game.
But honestly, and they scored 30 something points against Georgia State, but they had two punt blocked for touchdowns. Two punts blocked. They blocked two punts. Shane Beamer, son of Frank Beamer of Beamer Ball, man, just proud. Has to be proud.
Good lord.
Frank had at Virginia Tech, man. Just those punt return or the punt block touchdowns. That's crazy to have two of them. Some secret he passed along to his son to be great at special teams. But we've had some. We last couple years we've had some punt of our blocking some mistakes. And Pittman said this week, the Georgia State those punt blocks that they had were because of missed blocks. So he's confident we can correct not do what Georgia State had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I get you. I mean, shit. Look, they had 200 rushing yards against Georgia State, right? That ain't shit. I mean, you got to do better than that. What did we have? 300? We had to have at least 300.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, they had that many? Well, average like. See, they had 79 yards rushing against Georgia State. 220. Oh, Rattler had 227 yards passing, one touchdown, two
Oh, I
interceptions.
guess they rushed it 40 times. My bad, my bad.
Yeah. So, ESPN's got 32 rushes, 79 yards, one touchdown. Long of 13. Don't have a lot of big play backs. They just look slow, man. When I was like, I don't know, this Jay Bell, he looked just did not. Yeah, 6'3", huge running back. He looked just big and slow. I don't know.
Just a big, slow bastard.
I came away from watching a little
Well, they
bit.
had 19 first downs.
Hmm.
Georgia Southern had 14. I mean, that's weird. Yeah,
That's
total
pretty crazy.
offense 306. Georgia Southern had 311. They didn't even come out there and score more or run more yards up than them. That's crazy, man.
That is
Both of them
encouraging.
had 69 offensive plays too. Isn't that crazy?
It
Exact
is.
same amount. That don't seem
Nice.
normal.
It's crazy. Georgia State had 200 yards rushing though. With our rushing attack, we might have 400 on Georgia or South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
How does as a SEC team? How do you let somebody double up or more than double up on you in rushing yards?
Man, the
Crazy.
only interception of the game was by Georgia Southern. That's crazy, dude.
We'll see. Well, Georgia
No,
State,
two for 20, 2 for 5 yards. My bad. And they had one. So
yeah, Granger, the Georgia State quarterback was 7 out of 29 for 111 yards. So maybe they're
golly,
not secondary. Maybe I mean
this is
maybe.
where
Yeah.
Georgia Southern really messed themselves up. It was one of three fourth down conversions. They were going for it on fourth a lot and
Yeah.
not making it. Try and win the game.
I
They've
mean,
been
they were in
on.
it third quarter. They were in it on the road, feeling good about it in the third quarter before
Yeah,
teams doomed them. We've seen that happen too. So
2 of 4 in the red zone. You got to be 4 of 4 in the red zone against the SEC team. You can't
yeah,
you
yeah,
can't be
pulled the
50%.
no, no.
And then they're not any better. They're 50%, and they're only been in the red zone twice. Think about that. Golly, the whole game. Could you imagine only being in the red zone twice the whole game? If you're an Arkansas fan who's playing Georgia Southern, you only got to see it twice. You only was in scoring position twice.
Just like wow.
What?
Well, you look at the final score and you'd think it wasn't like that, but yeah, what
Make me want to
another
rip my
team
hair
that's
out.
another team that's going to bring the ugly, man. Tell you what.
Man, what an ugly game that was. But man, I mean, for Georgia State, it's perfect.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
need them to play a bad, ugly game, right?
yeah.
Man, they come out and play a game like this against us. Whew, might hang 100 on them.
Wow.
I don't know.
I feel pretty good
Pittman
about this.
probably start feeling bad about them. You know.
Sorry, man. I just let you go. I agree with you, man. I feel pretty confident about this game. Pretty confident.
I don't know.
Yes.
Just looking at everything they got, I mean, their defense isn't scaring me. Their offense isn't scaring me. Just looking at the numbers,
Yeah.
they're just average. I mean, maybe a below. I would have to say a below average SEC team. I would be afraid to play Vanderbilt if I was this team. If I was a fan of this team, I'd be worried about Vandy. And I've been there. I've been there where I sat and said, "Man, I'm sure I'm worried about Vandy this year."
I have Andy on the road too.
So it's a horrible place to be, but That's where they're at, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about this game though, man. South Carolina just not gonna be good enough. Hold on, that's my apologies.
Yeah, I mean, unless they improve drastically from one week to the next, which they
Waiting.
say that teams improve the most from the first week to the second week. Hopefully that'll be the thing with us too. They'll fix our secondary. I just even if they keep the weird, not putting enough running backs in the backfield and keep doing the weird offensive thing they're doing, if they just fix that secondary, I'll be happy, man.
Yeah, I just with that Sanders, Johnson, Dominion, and Green. I don't. They've got to find some carries. It's just obvious out there. South Carolina. They got, you always ask me, what's their special teams like? It's like, well, went over those punt block for touchdowns, but the kicker hit 50-yard field goals. So
Oh,
probably better. So we're not going to get those lucky misses like Cincinnati gave us.
these guys kick it and they're going to put it through the uprights,
You know,
which can be bad if they're kicking it from damn 50 yards out through the
yeah,
uprights. I mean,
that's
golly.
that can happen. We can hold I feel confident in us holding their offense. To not just a whole bunch, but you still stop them at the 40-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
They put the ball 10 yards back and he hits it. I mean, plus 50 yard plus, no telling what he can hit. So I mean,
But
40-yard line. You're just like, okay, you're gonna send him out there. Get 3 points on us, so it's not gonna be a shutout like that. We're gonna have to make sure they don't. Well, if we keep them from touchdowns, I feel good about us scoring on them.
mm,
Um, yeah, I mean, like we're talking about, Rattler obviously, and then Lloyd, McDowell. Like you mentioned, man, just looking at that. You said that earlier. They're 5'9", but they didn't look. What was the guy that was?
they're little dudes. Like one of them's like 201.
Why did Bell? He's listed as a tight end. No wonder I said he's big. Why is he? Why did he have 10, 17? What? I thought he had 17 carries or
So
11
why do
carries.
they got three
What?
or four tight ends listed too? Like they got so many tight ends.
Wow.
I mean, I guess they're going double tight end set.
They've got another old offensive line though. Damn. We had
Mm.
to work for our old offensive line.
Yeah, but their offensive line is not very good. It wasn't very
297.
good last year. Or they wasn't very good last year. Then they wasn't very good in the last game. They were getting pushed around. I am not scared of their offensive line.
No, no, no.
I think our D line dominates their O line. Honestly,
It's
I
gonna be
think
good.
it's
I
gonna
think the
be.
worries about that will be taken care of this weekend, at least for now.
I think we're going to look better this week than we looked last week because we're going to be able to get more pressure on their quarterback. He's going to try to run and throw. He's good at that, and we have to step up in the secondary and get some picks and stuff. Get him in some binds.
Yeah.
I
I
hope
think
to
we will.
God we don't let people run, 5 or 6 steps past us because that was happening. And if that happens in this game, he might hurt us. He's the type of quarterback that'll throw across his body, damn, across the field, and you know what I mean, hit somebody 40 yards down the other sideline. If they're wide ass open,
Yeah.
he's pretty
I did
accurate.
see, yeah, I did see a play from that. I mean, great receivers, but did see a play where from Georgia State where the receivers just a step like pat. I mean, not very much past the defensive back,
Hmm.
and Radler delivered it like bro, like the receiver just like in
Yeah.
front of him. So he does have some. He does have some talent, man. He's not void of talent and ability to throw when he's given time and with some good receivers. But I think we put pressure on him, and then he's you know
If he's
struggling.
picking himself up a lot, he's not able to get out of the pocket and get comfortable sprinting out of the pocket. That's where he's going to be That's where you're going to mess him up. You know, if you can really get your defensive end to seal the corner, keep him in the pocket, make him play pocket ball. That's where he's not comfortable.
Oh yeah. Man.
And you take a look at their defense, though. Their defense is really young. Well, I mean, they got some juniors and seniors, I guess. So they're not super young, sophomores, but yeah, only a couple freshmen. So they
Yeah,
got
not too bad. Yeah.
yeah
Sorry.
safety. They got some freshmen at safety, cornerback, and junior at cornerback. Their nickels are both juniors, and then the rest are pretty, weak side linebacker, middle linebacker, outside linebacker. They're all, seniors and juniors. So a lot of experience. Defensive line has a lot
Yeah.
of experience. Good size, decent size for SEC.
Yeah. No sacks in the last game though. Did have 6 tackle for losses.
Mm-hmm.
No did 6 quarterback carries more than us, but 9 pass breakups from the secondary. But that guy was pretty elusive. The Georgia State little guy looked like he a better runner than passer, but they did put pressure on him.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
man. Well, I think we win. I think we win.
Man, do you think we should?
It's
Are we
predictions.
done talking about these guys? Like, I feel like
What do you
we
want to talk about?
really. Maybe we should do a prediction.
No, what do you want to talk about with South Carolina?
I don't know. I feel like we went through everything. We went through special teams. We went through defense twice, offense a couple times.
I feel good about making a prediction. I just didn't know if you had some more South Carolina
No,
knowledge. Well,
no.
early on in the college. Sorry, Chad. I was about to say early on in the college football season, it's hard because we just seen one game. At least we
Mm-hmm.
have something. Last week, it's hard to talk about Cincinnati. It's like, well, we haven't seen this group play, so you don't know. But it was obvious that it's, they're still going to play hard and physical with
Mm-hmm.
you, keep it close. But South Carolina, what we've seen is not great. And
Well, you got
I
Shane
am,
Shane Beamer. He's the coach coming into.
yeah,
You know, he's
mhm.
failed at a couple different places, so he's really probably his
Not as a head
last.
coach.
Huh?
This is his first time being a head coach, though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Frank Beamer's son. It's not.
Oh,
It's
oh man, I was thinking
Beamer.
about Frank.
No, no, no. That's what I was saying earlier, man. The Beamer ball from Virginia Tech with Frank Beamer as the head coach.
Goodness gracious,
Frank, son of,
I'm
sorry,
too old, dude.
Shane, son of Frank, man. He did work on that stat. No, he played. What? Oh, he was a wide receiver slash long snapper
Jesus.
for the team that 99 won 11-1, 10 a couple 10 and 2 years. So it's good, man. He wrote it out 5 years. I like it with Dead. He's been all over the place: Tennessee, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Virginia Tech, Georgia. He
Mm-hmm.
worked. He worked with Pittman on Georgia's staff under Smart, and then
Wasn't they
Oklahoma
next
before.
door neighbors? I heard that too. Like they were next door
Yeah.
neighbors, lived beside each other and shit. Good friends.
No, he went last year 7-6 from what they were doing earlier. I like Shane Beamer. He seems pretty.
So
I
he's
mean, I
just been
think.
an assistant head coach at Virginia and Oklahoma, really. So they brought him
Oh
in
yeah,
here.
he's still pretty. He's really young, man. Yeah, he's really young.
45.
Well, it's not bad.
Same age as me.
That's,
That's
that's
pretty
not
fucking
old,
old.
man.
That's
Oh
pretty
shit.
old, man. That's like you ain't living much longer. At least halfway through life at that point. As a male, probably less. Quite a bit.
I don't even know what to say to that, man.
I'm just saying. He's an old man.
depresses me.
Well, it's life. Life's depressing sometimes.
No, walking outside, get some fresh air.
Oh, ran him off. Just simply talking about, you know, the normal day to days of old man, human life. Just gets up, walks out.
God damn, dog.
But you're right, man. I want to say more bad things about him. It,
But I didn't have the door open.
you know, it's hard to do. Hell, Frank wasn't that bad either. You know, he played a hell of a time over at Virginia Tech. He was there for freaking ever.
Yeah, he was.
But he was with the Citadel whenever, you know, they beat us and he got fired and they fired the head coach right there on the sideline. So, you know, that kind of rubbed that in their face. I guess they beat us, so you can't really. It's really kind of embarrassing, honestly. I don't want to look into these coaches anymore, man. They're depressing.
Arkansas.
These two ain't no good, dude.
Arkansas 41, South Carolina 17. Boom, what you got?
I think we can look at Arkansas. 35. I think they'll get 14.
Oh, yeah.
7 to 14 points, depending on how good we do defensively.
I'm talking about.
I think 35 is good for us. I think we could do more than that if we had more running backs in the backfield. But I'll take the smaller numbers too. I think we can double their whatever they do. Whatever they put up, I think we can match it.
Yeah.
What if we get in a shootout? If that kid's just running and sprinting all around the damn place, just throwing it fucking everywhere.
If Catalan and Slusher ain't back, man, you know what I mean? I mean, secondary didn't look really great before then, but once they weren't in there in the second half, they started scoring points. Just looking bad, man. If not for that quarterback finally started delivering, it's like, oh shoot, I can just calm down and deliver it all over the field against them.
Zip it around.
I know, man. I want.
It could be a shootout situation. It could be a shootout situation where our man, I hate to say it, man, our secondary doesn't they're not up to par. We're not getting pressure in the backfield like we're hoping and talking about, and he's just slinging it all over the place. KJ's just back here slinging it all over the place. Got our offensive coordinator Kendall all worked up. He's done take the freaking one running back we had back there out of the backfield totally.
Just no go back.
Nobody's out passing me.
Oh man, I think South Carolina was winless in the SEC on the road, or just winless in general on the road last year. So Beamer hadn't proved he can take his team on the road and win. You know, against the number 16 team nation. You know what I mean? Oh, good choice for a beverage there, my man.
Oh man, I wouldn't suggest it, but it's always worked for me.
Yeah. When scoring first, they're 6-1 though. So when opponents score first, they're 2-5. Just off that one season though, man. But that's 6-1 when you score fast. It doesn't seem like Beamer blows a lot of leads, at least in that first year last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Doesn't seem like they're looking good from the start. I know it's a totally different team, but it's just something I just kind of noticed.
Well, I don't know. We'll take care
But
of it.
if they trail, it's obvious they're just not good enough to. They're just not going to win. You know. Not that I'm going to get down if we get down 7-0. You know, I'm not,
If they come out there and kick a 50-yard damn field goal right off the bat, and it's 3-0, I ain't
yeah,
gonna be that scared.
no.
They come out there and score 2 or 3 touchdowns in the first quarter, I'm gonna be worried.
If Radler just throws like some big 80-yard touchdowns, 55, I'm just like, good Lord.
Just right on the money, just bang.
We're getting 3 and out, just 3 passes in a row.
How the All right, look, I'm going to bitch about the polls for a second, man. This has been bothering me all week, man. How the hell is Tennessee 19, Florida number 12? Like, if that's not some bullshit, just we like those teams because just no good damn reason. A&M, okay. They're ranked high because they bought a fucking team, right?
Yeah.
They got a whole bunch of players they paid for, and they should be good as hell. Even though they hadn't been, they should be.
Nah,
Kentucky, they've earned it. They've kicked some ass and taken some names, and they've earned it. But Tennessee has not earned shit. I mean, they were terrible. And Florida, they were terrible past couple years. Like just what? Because they got them a new coach. Like what have they done? They bumped up to 12.
beat the number 7 team in the country.
No, come on.
Well, what am I supposed to tell you? I was just trying to offer up something. You're like, well, yeah, tell me. Beat the number fucking 5 team in the country. How about that? Oh, sure.
Maybe so. I don't know. I don't think they've done enough to be ranked yet, personally, but that's just my opinion. Of course, I hate both those schools pretty bad. So
Yeah. Sorry, man. I was figuring up to our picks from last week. You reminded me.
thank God LSU ain't ranked.
I was about to say, man, you did really well. LSU screwed you in the picks last week. Did better than me, though.
I knew I was getting fucked, dude, with that LSU situation. Last second too, man.
It's all right. So you went 7-2, and I went 6-3. Both of us. This is so stupid, man. If you go back to listen to the very first episode of the Hall Call podcast, you know we know better than this. We both lost. The other loss you had was Illinois. Bielema. I mean, you know, and Barry Lonnie Jr. It's different. It's not like we were just we love Bielema still.
Oh man, it was. I thought
It's
I
weird. We
thought they
both
were.
picked him.
I should have known he was going to start taking the reins back from the
He blew it, man.
OC when he started doing good. Just can't let somebody else have their thunder.
Guys, I'm not. We're not just big. Unless like a gambling operation wants to sponsor us, we're not big into sports gambling. But Chad told me just something years ago, like always, like you should always take just a little advice. Always take Illinois first or beat them a first half. Take him first half in like sports gambling. He's gonna do good,
Yeah.
but then take the other team the second half. It's just like it would pay off so much, like every week. Even like last year, they weren't just great, but every week they got just just guaranteed.
Yeah, you're right, man. He's terrible, dude. He's so fucking bad.
Sorry, Barry, man. I hope you shouldn't have. That you knew what you're getting into, though. So,
I don't blame him. I don't blame Barry. Get that experience.
Big Ten job. I mean,
I hope we get him down in Arkansas soon. Hope he proves
they did
himself.
get actually. They got screwed in that game. I kind of feel bad. Doesn't affect me like this when we get screwed. I was like, whatever. But if we would have got things maybe questionable in that game, that would have happened to us. I'd have been pissed. What did you say, Chad? I said 41-17, and you said 35-7.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah,
you ready for some more picks? You ready to
yeah.
kick
Let's
butt,
do it,
buddy?
man.
Let's
Let's do
we
some
need
picks.
some
When does hockey
we-
get going? I don't even know if I've looked that up.
soon, but excuse me. Mickey Mouse.
Oh, excuse me. See if they got anything on their damn website this year.
Yeah, it came out with schedule recently, but I feel like they play this week. They play tomorrow night. That'd be awesome. I think they're on the road though. Like I think they'll play once the next like month or something here.
September 16th is the next game, and that
Next
is
Friday.
next
Is it at
Friday.
home?
Yeah, they got a 16th, a 17th, and a 30th game. Oh man, I might go to that one. Nope, it's at Missouri State. Damn it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And
How
then we don't
stupid is
have a
that?
bye week.
Isn't that one of the
But
weeks we play them? Why would we go up there to play when all their fans are coming down here? How
oh,
stupid. Who
I would
made
have loved
that
to go,
schedule?
go to the Friday night game. I would have loved to go to that.
Man,
Golly,
that's
that's
cool,
crazy.
dude.
Dang it. Opening they really and then like they're off the next week. I was telling you that.
Mm-hmm.
The 24th. That would have been cool to go see them. And then
And then they play at Baptist. They're still not playing at home. After all that, they're still playing at other places. Damn, do they have home games this year? Let's see. Oh, versus Mizzou. That's the first one, October 7th. So we got to wait till October 7th to see our first hockey game.
October 7th, are you kidding me?
Mm-mm. Because then we play Dallas Baptist, but I think we're at Dallas Baptist. Oh no, wait. Oh wait, their main page was messed up. No, it's at Springdale. Okay, so we could go to the Dallas Baptist game,
What was
September
that one?
30th and October 1st. I don't know. I'd just rather hold out for Mizzou. I think. I know it's only like $5, but
No, yeah, we're good. We'll talk. We'll be there. No, I was just kind of some kind of like you said, like yeah, let's get going and kind of just start off on the road. And I just it would have just I don't know, like it being next week at home would just like next Friday night would have been awesome. Like Missouri State hockey,
mm-hmm.
and then we play them the next day. But
That would
all
be
right,
cool.
so a couple more episodes so we talk about them. So Chad, Louisville at Central Florida.
I'll take Central Florida.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Central Florida there too as well. Oh my goodness, Alabama at Texas.
I'm gonna go with Alabama. Stroke in
I go,
Texas, very badly, making fun of them
yeah.
and shit.
Chad's stroke of the week.
Probably gonna make them cry. It's gonna be like Alabama 55, Texas 3, or something weird like that.
Is gonna be bad.
Or
Um,
it's gonna win them games that Saban comes out and he like throws just a little bit, and it winds up being like a 14-7 win, and we're all like, "Oh, we can definitely beat them after that game," you know. He just does it to throw the other teams off so he can beat them by 100 the next 3 games. Sick bastard.
he is why don't you retire? Enjoy yourself.
Why don't we look? How stupid are we? Why haven't we just take $100 and put it on every Alabama game for Alabama to win straight up for the last 10 years, or at least the last 5 years? For the last 5 years, they're going to win more than they're going to lose. We should just been putting $100 on Alabama for straight up win every single game. Even if you're only getting $75 back on that, you're still winning almost every single time.
Yeah, at 100,000 win. Well, some of those games they don't like. They don't even take this. They don't take the straight up because they're such big favorites. They're like, no, we ain't. Like they don't even put it out there. You can only bet on the. You can only bet on the. Points.
Yeah,
So, which
I
would be
like
smart. So
take Alabama with the points.
I bet that would have been paid off. All right. Wake at Vandy. Wake Forest at Vanderbilt.
Well, shit, man. I'm gonna go with Vanderbilt. Man, they've been looking good. They've looked pretty decent.
I like Vandy in the upset. I do. Um, I guess it's upset points. I don't know. Missouri at Kansas State.
Um,
Oh,
Missouri. Yeah, Missouri will win that.
I'll go Kansas State there. Um, Ohio at Penn State. Let's go Bobcats. I'm picking Ohio,
Uh,
man. Go go ahead and pick Ohio.
Ohio University.
Yeah, the
Yeah. Oh
Bobcat.
yeah. Yeah. I'm taking Ohio University. Good lord.
Um,
I thought you were talking about
um,
Ohio State. I thought you just fucked up the Bobcat thing. I was like, man, I don't
uh,
know, man. I might take Ohio State.
Tennessee at Pittsburgh.
Um, Tennessee at Pitt. Good lord. All right, I'll take Tennessee. We'll see if they're as good as everybody says they are.
Man, Pitt's all right, but I think I'm gonna have to go Tennessee.
That's a tough one. Isn't that a tough one?
Good one. That's gonna be a good game. They had a really good. They had a really good game last year. I remember watching it. Hey, they had a really good game. Washington State at Wisconsin. I don't know. Sorry, that sounds so weird. I just saw a Big Ten. I saw a matchup, and I was like, well,
I'm gonna go with Wisconsin on that one.
yeah, I am too. I'm embarrassed, David S. All right. Anyways, Houston at Texas Tech.
Um, Texas Tech.
Uh, just going Texas Tech. I'm gonna go Houston here. Oh my gosh, sorry. Try to make this table. Dang, getting it all confused. Don't want to take the time to insert new, you know, cells. So just all right. Was that out loud? Virginia at Iowa at Iowa State.
Oh, the Cyclones.
Yeah, Hawkeyes at Cyclone.
Hmm. Let's
Hawkeyes
go
coming
Iowa.
off. Yeah, yeah. Iowa State.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Iowa State.
Yeah, I'm going Cyclones too. Iowa barely beat South Dakota like 9-3 or something.
Oh
Pretty
yeah.
bad. It's just awful. At one point, it was like 5-0, like a safety and a field goal. Virginia at Illinois. Illinois. Goodness.
Um.
You're gonna take him? I'm taking Baylor again. Look at it. First half, but I'll
Let's
put.
go Virginia. Let's go Virginia. He'll probably win this one because that's the type of shithead he is. He'll
No,
lose one and win one, but that's
I
okay.
guess I'll go. Uh, shit. Oh, Kentucky at Florida. That's a pretty good one.
Kentucky at Florida. Man, they beat them last year, didn't they? Wasn't there a weird
Hey,
call or something? Probably not doing that twice. I'm gonna go Florida.
just going the Gators. Man, I'm going.
I
And that
hate
was like the
Florida.
first time they had beat Florida in like 12 or 20 years. I can't remember.
Yeah,
They play every year. I gotta go Florida too, just because it's in the swamp. Maybe at
they
Kentucky.
ain't doing it twice. That's the thing, man. They're probably not doing it twice in a row. They ain't done it twice in a row in a long time.
And it might be a good game. You know what I mean? It might be a real close game. But
Mm-hmm.
just look at the end. Arizona State at Oklahoma State.
Um, good lord.
Sorry,
Is
man. I need to pick.
is Arizona State? Is that do they got
Herm?
they ain't got Herm Edwards, do they?
Yeah, they got Herm. Yeah,
Okay, let's go with them.
I'm going Arizona State too. I like Herm.
Yeah, I do
Baylor at
too.
BC. The Baptists versus the Mormons
Baylor at Boston College.
at BYU.
Oh, BYU. Let's go with BYU.
I'm going BYU too. Oregon, no. Mississippi State at Arizona.
Jesus, man.
That's you know what time that game starts, man? 10 p.m. Central. That's awesome. That game's gonna still be playing at like till like one something. I'm excited.
Let's go with Arizona.
Yeah, I'm going to Arizona too,
That's a late game. Pirate
man.
ain't
Please,
been that good.
he's getting old, man. Wow. All right, that's it, bud. Good
Well,
pick
who's
from the
Georgia playing? They got a bye week?
Sanford.
Oh, Sanford.
You want me? You want to pick? I mean, it's just
No, no.
obvious.
Thought maybe they were playing a better team.
I would have thought I would have got it, man. No, well, I thought last week they were playing a good team and they smoked Oregon.
Just
Yeah,
smoked Oregon.
we talked about it though. We said we didn't even know who Oregon's coach was, Dan Lanning from Georgia, and he got his butt whipped. Yeah, that's awful hire. That's all you can get Oregon. All that Nike money, you get
Golly.
Dan Lanning. Just the name. I'm sorry, he might
Dan
turn out
Lanning.
like that's not gonna get fans excited. And I don't even know who it was. Like we didn't even know. And Oregon's like a name school. Been good. We know. Chip Kelly and Cristobal here lately. We get it. All right. Rich Brooks back in the day. Guy I'm forgetting. I apologize.
Queen of
I was like
England's fucking dead, dude. That's pretty tripped out, man.
96.
Now you got, what, King Charles. How about that?
Wow. King Charles.
King Charles.
King Charles in the house.
King Charles. My wife was like, oh, it reminds me of King Charles, like Yorkshire Terrier or something. I was like, I'd never even heard of that. That was a thing.
This has been a great podcast. Hope
Yeah.
everybody out there enjoyed it.
Yeah, this has been a decent one, man.
Just decent. Well, that's all right. Just like the Hogs, we can improve, but we're still good. But we can win the championship. We can win the championship of podcasting. Hopefully the sound's better. Thank y'all for. Hope we didn't turn anybody off last week. Obviously it didn't because you're still listening. I take full responsibility.
You know, we
Not
could.
Chad.
We
We're
got
not.
all that money from when we did all that advertisement and stuff a while back, and we never did spend it. We could just take it all and put it on a game. See if we can double it up.
I like Arkansas I think we're 9-point favorites against South Carolina this week. I kind of like that. What do you think?
Oh man, should we do an Arkansas
Right,
game?
hog call. Oh, well, I thought.
If we did it,
How
like
about
what would
how
we
about
do?
here? How about this? A little parlay. Some things we like. Arizona's 11-point underdogs. That probably pays off pretty well. What about just putting all on Arizona against the Pirate? Just watching that up late Saturday, just
That would
hanging
be
out.
fun. That would be fun watching it. Just
It's like 12:30 at night, just like Arizona's up 31-10, and just like
we did it. We doubled it.
we broke even from all the money we spent on beer today.
Man, that'd be a lot of beer.
It would be. Actually, I'm wrong. Especially Arizona. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It has
All
been a
right. Well,
great podcast tonight, though. I've
write some
really
of these
enjoyed
picks out and let y'all know next week.
some of the
All right.
picks.
Well, I just interrupted. Chad's definitely not doing anything like that with me after that. Oh,
Man, well, we got South Carolina. We got an easy game, Missouri State after that. Then we go down and play Texas A&M. You know, man, let's just hope Texas sucks, man. A&M just keeps sucking it up, man. Uh, let's hope they don't pull it together between now and the next time we play them down there. Then we got Alabama after that. Golly. Fucking hate Alabama, man. Why do we got to be in that conference? I've just said it, man. I'll say it again. If we was in any other conference, we would win the conference often. This is the only conference we have trouble winning.
Well, even this year, you look at college football in general, it's clearly like from the first week, Alabama and Georgia again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not saying not us, but good Lord, who are these guys?
Well, we go and take care of South Carolina, and then we get an easy game, honestly. So we just got to take care of business this week.
I've
And there
got
ain't
some
been
fantasy.
oh, fantasy news. Yeah, we definitely need
Oh
to
no,
talk about that.
I was just telling you, we've got that before we're not signing off before we talk about at least like I'm just
Oh
kidding.
yeah, no, I was wanting to talk. I was flipping through everybody's teams, and I
Oh,
was
I'm
kind
sorry.
of
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just wanted to tell you that. I just wanted to tell you that as we don't have a producer back here since we hired Billy.
fuck him, man. He was drinking our
Nobody's
beer. The number one rule is not to drink the fucking beer, man.
saying that would never be
I
our
was
rule.
I was flipping through everybody's fantasy teams, right? And I was just taking a look at who they had on their bench, and who they were starting. And I'm just gonna say that if Big Wiener Bandits doesn't get his
Good,
shit together, he
good
is not
Lord.
in good shape, man. He had
What a terrible team that is. Good
wow,
Lord.
wow.
He
Boise
had to
ain't
pick,
that good, man. They ain't that good. They showed you that, man. Just go ahead and pick some more folks.
we're
It's
gonna
okay.
we're gonna have a new champion this year.
Good
He
lord.
did pick. Oh boy, he had to like. He was so desperate. He picked up Haynes King, the Texas A&M quarterback. Oh,
Just got to get what you can get, I guess.
it did go through. Uh, okay. So the standing. Let's just talk about what happened last week. What do you think, Chad? I think you'll be happy to talk about it. I will too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Last week for me, I didn't have the best team yet. I do now. I didn't at that point, and I had a couple guys starting that I probably shouldn't have, and they didn't perform as much as they could have. So I, narrowly just kicked the shit out of the person I was playing, but it could have been a lot worse if I would have, you know, done a little better in my player selection.
Yeah.
But I've
I can't
mitigated
believe.
that issue.
I can't believe. Oh man, I tried to pick up a couple of the people you dropped, and I wanted Jake Hayner, Fresno State quarterback, and
Yeah.
unlike a Razorback, picked him up. But Team Hawk called first week scored 216. Team EV Dobb, second place team, scored 214. And Pit Boss, that's me, scored 209. So got a couple guys scoring the 200s. Chad's up top of Team Hawk call. Looking good. I want to know. And the college fantasy's not as long, so every week is the importance of getting a win, getting those points so you can get the top seed later on. Chad is important. So congratulations to you as the team of the week.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Like I said, I could have done better. I had some guys that didn't perform last week the way I wanted them to. So, what do you do, right? Because like my wide receiver got 0 points. Got another tight end with .6 points. I mean, that's just. And then I had a running back with 14 points. That's disappointing, you know. And yeah, well, just hopefully we don't ever see that again. That's the great thing about college is the waiver. You know, the waivers are so good. There's so many good guys out there on waiver, and you can. I don't know. This is probably not the best way to do it. It's probably, you know, kind of the janky way to do it. But you can look at like who's playing who, you know, and you can pick up those players and drop them and
Oh no, it's
take it,
very
take advantage.
strategic.
Yeah.
Strategic like that. The waiver wire, which is fair, like you have a certain rank in the waiver who gets
Hmm.
priority. It's a battle for it, and the first week like this worked out in the way of the draft pick, who gets the highest draft pick, and vice versa would have a better waiver. But it's important, man. Yeah, you got to look at it. It's different. Like I know you can say like like the Bucks playing the Jaguars. You're gonna take. Of course, you want Brady in that one. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? But it's not the same as like Alabama versus my team. I scored 200. I think half the points for Bryce Young, quarterback for Alabama, against like Utah State. You know what I mean? Like these games, but they're gonna be blowouts. Now, once it gets to conference season, it kind of evens out a little bit more.
Hmm.
But what I did with such a full league this year, that we were able, the excitement was so high. We have a big 14, 16 team league. You got to open it up to more teams than where we were just playing last couple of years.
Yeah,
As
that's
a
true.
team league or whatever, we're trying to just experiment. And so you got to open up more than just the Power Five, which is cool though. I mean, these are teams you're still going to watch. These are teams you're going to be able to watch on like Thursday at 9 p.m. stuff, 9 or 11, 10, 11 o'clock, and be able to watch these guys and pick them
Hmm.
up or times and get on the multicast. But anyways, reach out to us. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna have to do as far as fantasy if it gets even bigger than this. But we'll figure it out.
I hope Vandy has a big week, man, because they got their quarterback, so
No.
Mike Wright. So I hope we get out there and sling her around, you know. Let's go, Vandy. Run it up
Anchor
on
down.
Wake.
Anchor down.
Is that the thing? Anchoring?
Man, I think put the
That
anchor
sounds
down.
terrible,
Calm down.
man. Don't you want to be fast and zipping around the field? You want to anchor, just sitting there in one spot the whole damn
Anchor
time.
that big old heavy thing and tell them we're here. We're here. We're at
We're
this
not
game.
moving. We're not moving. Not moving the ball either way. Not up field or down.
Getting off the ship and not. I don't know.
Just gonna put it on the 50-yard line and keep it right here the whole time. Most ball moves is the 53 or or the 48.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy, dude. Oh well, I think we did it, man. I think we did the whole podcast, don't you?
That was a great podcast.
It really was a good podcast.
Y'all for listening. We love you guys. Keep listening.
And that's that whole
Giving you
crackling situation is we got that taken care of. So we got a really high quality audio this week, and I appreciate you guys hanging in there. Everybody got new equipment again because we're addicted to this at this point, I think. And there's just one little kink in the equipment, and we got it corrected, and we're good to go now. And it just happens. So the rest of the season, it'll be perfect audio.
Hogs are going to do great this football season. Not to even mention, our other programs, or hockey and basketball that we'll talk about that's going to be good. But football is our main thing. And as you know, it's our love, man. We're going to be good. And we're excited for you to take this ride with us because we might win a championship this year. So I'm excited for everybody to take the ride with us.
Woo pig suey.
Go Hogs.